Hi everybody, it's Dr. David Gustitis, and I know that you have stress. I have stress, everyone has stress, but the important thing is that we burn it off. We need to do things proactively to make sure that our body does not accumulate that stress on the inside, which would lead to health problems down the road. There are three main ways I want to show you today about how you can burn off stress with exercise. First, the low impact version. Yoga, Pilates, Tai Chi. Those are great starting points for exercise. If you are not used to exercising right now and you want to get started, yoga, Pilates, or Tai Chi are great low impact exercises that you can start today, and you can do it every day. I am not worried as your chiropractor that you're going to start off with yoga, Pilates, or Tai Chi because they are very low impact. And you're going to go at your speed, and you're not going to put your joints through ranges of motion or put them under such a load that they might injure and might cause more pain or more inflammation as you go. Just make sure you're following the recommendations of your healthcare provider. Talk to me about it, talk to your medical doctor before you start any exercise routine. But I know that those low impact exercises like yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi are going to help tone your muscles. They will work you cardiovascularly, they will help you burn off the stress, and they will help you get on your way to a better, fitter body. So the next level is more moderate intensity exercise. And don't get me wrong, yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi can be done in an intense way. You can come out of those full of sweat, huffing and puffing, but I want to give you a sense that those are easier to do on a lower impact, lower intensity scale than any of the other ones. The medium impact is more like going for a jog, going for a bike ride, going for a run, going for a swim. Those are types of exercise that require a certain level of exertion that's going to start to put you into that medium or moderate level of exertion category. And these are things that you can do for about, let's say, a half an hour per day. I recommend doing a minimum of 3 times a week. So let's say Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you did a half an hour. I would start there. If you're not doing any at all, I would start with 3 days a week. Get yourself acclimated to those 3 days a week and then build up. Ultimately, if you're doing moderate level activity, do it 5 days a week for 30 minutes a time. And what you do is you make sure that you're not overdoing it though. Okay, make sure you're staying consistent, and you'll know by your recovery. If you're struggling to recover and you get to that next day and you're about to do your jog, your run, your swim, your bike, and you start to feel really fatigued, you know, I can't do this again, that you already know at that point you're overdoing it, okay? Most people though are underdoing it, just to be clear. Most people are not doing enough exercise. But when you find yourself not recovering and being too tired because you're starting to tax your body, then you need to make sure you're getting enough rest, which is usually the missing piece. It's not that you need less exercise, it's that you need more rest. The third category is your high intensity type training, your vigorous exercise. High intensity interval training, HIIT, is something that has been shown repeatedly, bar none, that it is an amazing resource to utilize in terms of building fitness, burning off stress, and helping your body to get stronger and more adapted to challenges. Think about it. Low impact with yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi. You've got your medium impact like running, jogging, biking, swimming, and they've got your high intensity interval training. All of those are much more than just sitting down. If we're sitting down, we're not challenging our body at all. But as soon as we get into one of these environments and put ourselves through some of these challenging exertional activities, our body has to respond. It has to deal with it. It has to pump enough blood. It has to breathe fast enough to get the oxygen to all of our cells. And it has to circulate all the nutrients to the muscles in order for them to do the work. So if that's the case, and it's not used to that because, maybe we've been sitting too much or been, whether it's work or taking, too many days where we're not exerting, we're sedentary, then our body is going to decrease its ability to do all those things I just mentioned. So when you start exercising, you're going to create that demand, which is going to be above your current status, your current capacity, and your body's going to be stimulated to reach that capacity. What happens with low, medium, and high intensity training, the high intensity interval training has the benefit of creating the maximum amount of adaptation in the shortest amount of time. However, if you are not in shape, this is going to pose the potential maximum amount of challenge to your whole system, and you have to be very careful and work with somebody as you're getting started, because it can be potentially injurious to your body. You might find that whether it's your knees, your hips, your spine, your neck, different parts of your body might cry out for help, and you might find yourself, feeling I'm so tired after those workouts that, oh man, is this okay? And you need somebody who's done it before, somebody who can guide you. It's very important that you get some help as you get started. However, it's very easy to keep going once you get established in the high intensity interval training. With regard to that, choose things that you like. If you want to go for a run and do sprints, if you want to run in place in your living room, if you want to get on an exercise bike and pedal your heart out, you can swim, you can do any jump rope. There's so many different exercises you can do in that high intensity category. And how you do it is basically you do approximately 20 to 30 second bursts of all out, meaning like you have to put everything into it, like 100% of all your effort for that 20 to 30 second burst, and then you get the rest of the 2 minutes. So think about every 2 minutes you do a cycle. 20 to 30 seconds, I would start off with 20, and then you rest for 1 minute and 40 seconds. If you get yourself up to 30 seconds, and rest the minute 30 seconds. And then do that for 3 rounds. This is for a beginner, okay? More advanced, you can take a shorter rest period as you go. But for starters, I would do 3 rounds, 20 seconds to begin with, 1 minute and 40 off, but that 20 seconds is key, that you are going all out. You're giving it everything you've got, and that is going to trigger your brain, trigger your blood vessels. Everything is going to respond with growth stimulation, growth chemistry. Your body will respond and try to match that high demand in that moment. And what's amazing with that is you're burning off those stress chemicals. You are stimulating your body's ability to adapt to that higher demand, which is a lot like that stress demand that you're trying to adapt to. So exercise has so many different benefits. All of it is good. You need to do it. It's not an option. It's really a requirement, just like your daily vitamins. You're eating your fruits and vegetables every day, getting love and attention and support, getting your chiropractic care. Why is that necessary? Because you need a healthy spine. All those things are super important for your body to stay healthy, but I want to make sure that you have some options, because as you get into it, I don't want you to run into a wall and say, oh, I can't do that anymore. It didn't work for me. Well, choose a different option. Choose a different entry point, and you'll get yourself there. Your body will thank you for it, and I want to make sure that you have tools in order to help deal with stress, adapt to stress, so you can be stronger as you go. Have a great day, and if you want more information about how we work with you and how we can guide you on this journey, just please click below.